Tokyo Revengers has ended, and I have some thoughts about it. I'll put a timestamp where the manga spoilers start, so don't worry. The anime covered how Takemichi got involved with Tokyo Manji, and we saw him meeting Draken, Mikey, and the rest of the squad, and we saw his dynamic grow. And at the end of it, we saw Takemichi accept his role as First Division Commander after Baji died. We saw his relationship with Shifuyu start building up. It is wholesome. Like, I really love their interaction, and we're gonna see a lot more about it in the next season. By the time it drops, the next season is going to be regarding the Christmas incident, which is going to be season 2. At the end of season 1, we saw him come back to this future where Kiseki reigned supreme and everybody bowed down to Kiseki, and Mikey was nowhere to be seen. Draken was dead. It leaves a lot to think about. And the last scene where Takemichi and Shifuyu were captured by Kiseki, and Kiseki shot Shifuyu, and the gunshot at the end. Like, that's the end of season 1.
Jana, ore no hero.
So, like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in season 2. I know what's gonna happen based on the manga, and I have high expectations after watching season 1. So from here on, like, there's gonna be manga spoilers, so watch at your own discretion.
The next perfect time to take a pause. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can comment later. You can share after the video, but like, subscribe, enjoy.
The next season, season 2, is definitely going to be about the Christmas incident. We're going to see more about the people that form the Black Dragons, which is Hakai and his family, and we're going to see the family interaction. And to me, that's the season where Takemichi truly enters his role as a captain, as a delinquent, as a top tier delinquent. And we saw his fight with Taiju, and even the build up to this, where him, Shifuyu, they were basically on the same page. He told Shifuyu what was happening with his life and how he can time leap. That really built their bond, and it showed how Shifuyu was forever his number 2, like his main guy, right? He's his partner. And we saw Hakai and his interactions with Mitsuya, and like all these things, they bubbled up for us to see what happened at the end of it, where they fought. Mikey and Draken came through, and Draken, like, people sleep on the feat of him defeating the 100 people from the Black Dragons, but it is a feat. And Mikey, like, essentially one-shotting Taiju, two-shotting him, but like, it was beautiful. That's probably my second favorite arc behind the next arc, which is the Tenjuku arc. The Tenjuku arc has a lot of ups and downs, and to me, it has to be my favorite arc. Like, the tension, everything. And it began where Mikey told Kiseki he was no longer needed and he should leave Tokyo Manji because of what happened in the Christmas incident with him betraying Mitsuya and Takemichi. So Mikey took this decisive action, and Kiseki was not willing to take this. He was not willing to take "get out of my crew" as an answer. So he went and connived behind his back, and he formed another antagonistic organization with Izana. And Izana, we saw his backstory, how he is related to Mikey, but not really, but his Mikey's sibling, but not really. I really like that, and his character design is beautiful. And we saw Takemichi's childhood best friend, Kakucho, and how he always saw Takemichi as a hero. And even though Takemichi now is known as the crybaby hero, he is still the embodiment of who he was before. Like, he hasn't really changed. Mikey lost his sister. Emma died. The tension was building. Draken was out of it. Mikey was out of it. So Takemichi needed to get his shit together and lead Tokyo Manji to their battle against Izana's squad. The heart that Takemichi showed, it is beautiful. Like, the panels that were dropped in that arc, oh my god, like, it is my favorite arc in the series, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, it is beautifully written. And at the end of it, where the only issue that I had with it was Kiseki's death, it felt weird. Like, he shouldn't have died that way. It was just like the mangaka was trying to find a way out of it, and he just was like, alright, this guy's dead. Like, it felt like he didn't build up to it. He didn't do anything about it. It's just the guy died. Didn't like that. So he came back to the future. Everything was great apart from Mikey. Now Mikey is still evil, kind of, quote unquote. Then they go back to see this time capsule thing that they dropped, where Mikey had a tape where he was like, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, but Takemichi, please save me. And that's what put him down the quest to find Mikey and trying to save Mikey. But everybody else was happy apart from Mikey, and Mikey was willing to make this sacrifice from all intents and purposes. But Takemichi didn't accept that, and he went out of his way to try to save Mikey and went back to the past after he's, quote, kind of saved Mikey. Like Mikey became his new time leap trigger. And for me, this is where Tokyo Revengers took a significant dive. Like, it felt like mangaka saw his sales were going up and he was like, alright, let's try to make as best as I can with it. But I respect the hustle, but to me, like, the quality of writing kind of went down after this. They went back to the future. He met the squad. Everybody was trying to get their shit together. They no longer delinquenting, if that's even a word. Draken died. A lot of characters were dying. Mikey, he fought. Takemichi now found future sight Haki. I don't know. It was all over the place. Fast forward, they finished the fight. Takemichi and Mikey went back to the past. Spoiler, not spoiler. He saved everybody. Like, I don't know. It has feel-good moments. Like, the last, 3 chapters, it had really feel-good moments. Like, I was reading and I was like, oh my god, this is nice. But looking at it overall, it was low-key mid. It felt like the author and mangaka didn't commit to the characters that he killed off. And spoiler, not spoiler, everybody came back. They had a happy ever after. But, I don't know. Like, the last arc shouldn't have been made. He should have stopped after the Tenjuku arc. Even though Mikey was not happy, he could have wrapped it up in a different way. If you want maybe a spin-off or something. But after that, it just fell out of place with the whole Dark Impulse thing, which came out of nowhere, and a whole bunch of other things that, like, felt like he was making it weekly. Like, he was making it on the spot. Every chapter he's like, alright, let me make new things. But that's my thoughts on Tokyo Revengers. Overall, I would still say, given Tenjuku, to me was a 9 at least. 9.5. Like, Tenjuku was pretty much perfect apart from Kiseki's death. But I would say overall Tokyo Revengers is 8.5, 8. It's a pretty solid read. Like, it's a fun read. I would say 8. It was a solid read. But yeah, that has been our Tokyo Revengers review. Can't wait for the next season, which is coming out in a few weeks now. Like, I think in January. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs up.